What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Today I'm with Brandon yet again as we're going to continue work on the Camaro. We're going to be installing our SMG Flex Fuel kit. Now this is pretty simple. It doesn't look to be too hard. We did watch a couple YouTube videos just to see how other people had done it. The only tool that we know so far is a flathead, and you're going to need this 3/8
actually, you don't
fuel
really
line
need,
removal.
You don't really need a flathead. I looked at it.
Well, it will help.
Yeah.
But either way, it's going to be pretty simple so far. So let's just jump right in and get this installed.
Alright, so first thing you want to do is remove that cover so that way you can get at your coil pack that's right there. This little piece onto this fuel line, it pops off, so just take your finger, lift it right on, and it comes right off. Super simple. Right here is where you're going to need your fuel line disconnect. Make sure that you have towels ready underneath here because again, it is a fuel line. It is pressured. You will get fuel coming out of it as soon as you take it off. Alright, you just want to slide this back behind here. Slide it up underneath.
This car's been sitting too, so hopefully not a lot of fuel comes out.
And it comes right on off.
Cool.
Super simple. Just like that.
Yeah. Alright guys, so the kit that I went with is from smgspeed.com. Now so far the kit looks super nice. It's one of the cheaper ones. This was only $219. There's some that are $225, $265 depending on where you go. But you do also need to get that tool, that fuel line removal tool. I got mine from Advanced Auto Parts. It was $5, so nothing too crazy. But other than that, like, the kit overall is super nice. And once this thing gets tuned, because we need to do a tune anyways for the long tube headers and X pipe that you guys just saw us install. So we're gonna get this tuned for E85 as well with the rest when this is all done.
Next step you want to do is take this piece right here. It's going to slide on the back side of here, just like that. You're then going to slide this piece right on over, and then this threads right on into it. There we go, just like that. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to remove this red cap. It comes on it, and this end just pops right on it. Just like that. Next step, you want to remove your harness from your coil pack right here. Take that off, and this piece then clips. Oop, wrong side. This piece clips right onto that spark plug coil pack, just like that. And then this end clips right onto here, just like that. Don't forget to lock down your tabs afterwards so that you got it on there. Next step is you're going to remove these four. There's 4 of them. There's 2 here and 2 in the front for the fuse box. That lifts the fuse box up out of your way so that you can get a disconnector right here to pull that off. This is where the pin is at that you need to attach this wire into. What you need to do then, next, is there's a tab right here, and there's a tab right here, and this is what you would need your flathead for unless you have strong nails, and you can pop it off. I just use my nail.
Then go ahead, use your nail. Go ahead with your bad self.
That one's off. And there you go. So the next thing you need to do is pop off this blue piece.
Not pop it off. And we'll pop it out of place so it comes up.
Yeah.
It won't.
You want to be able to. You want to expose the pin. This is where your flathead is going to come in handy. side, you want to find your pin connector. So if you look really closely, which I'm trying to get close enough to it.
Alright guys, so go ahead.
On the inside of the connector, there's a tiny little number 1 right up here. Now each row of these pins right here is 32 in a row. The one you need is in the gray row over here to the right. It's going to be right next to a blue wire. You should see it. It'll be the only one next to a blue wire on that inner row over here that has a blank square to it. So we're going to go ahead and pull that pin out. So now as you can see, we removed, it's a tiny little plastic pin. It's just filling the spot there. And right here is our wire. It goes right into that spot. It's right next to, if you can see it there, there's a blue wire right there. Ours, there's a solid pin right there that you can't take out, and we're at the one right up above it.
What?
This. Alright, so we're just going to clamp this cover back down over it. Make sure that these tabs lock back into place. Just like so. Wire's coming out, we're going to zip tie this. Make sure that it's out of the way and everything after the fact. And all you got to do now is just put that blue piece back in. So it slides down over top. You feel it clip into place. Now one note with this wire too, when you're inserting it in that pin, keep feeding it in until you feel it click. Otherwise, you can have issues because the ECM is not going to read it properly when it's clipped. So make sure you keep feeding it until you feel it click into the harness in that pin slot. Go ahead. And now all we're going to do is feed this back down.
Because it's internal temperature. And clip it back on.
There we go. And then this trap door will come back over. I'm going to move this wire out of the way just so that it's not where that latch sits. And then don't forget when you clip it back down and latch that to push your red tab back in to lock it down. After that, we are just going to go back through here and basically hide our wires and everything. Put the PCM, or not the PCM, the fuse box back together. And that's it. So from here is pretty much wherever you want this wire to go. We're going to try and find a channel here where we can tuck it up and kind of hide it. Make it look like it's OEM and it'll be hidden under this valve cover versus it being along over here. We've seen it on a few videos where people hit it along the rail right here. We're looking for a little bit more cleaner of a look so that you're not noticing this wire here. So that's what we're going to do.
And just like that, guys, nice, clean, simple install to do a flex fuel kit from SMG. So, you know, like I said, that's one of the cheaper ones. It was only $219, so not terrible. You know, won't break the bank or anything. We did go ahead and do some cleanup. As you can see, we got this all tucked up and zip tied, and then it's all nice and neat underneath here as well. But huge shout out to Brandon for all his help recently on this install and the headers and everything. Super pleased with how everything turned out. Can't really see that down there, but over here, there we go. Everything's amazing. So can't wait to get this thing tuned, guys. But you have to stay tuned for the next one for that. I'm gonna try and film the tuning process, but he did also say I might have to drop it off, so we might not be able to film that. But if I can, that'll definitely be one of the next videos coming up. But stay tuned, guys, because we got stuff planned. I got some stuff in the works I can't tell you because Brandon's here. But other than that, yeah, stay tuned. We got a Mustang video coming, so hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Alright guys, so before we wrap today's video up, I want to jump back on here real quick as we just got back from the tuners, and he had to fix a little issue that we made with installing the flex fuel kit. So if you guys can remember, we had to attach this white wire to that fuse box down there. And when installing that, you really got to make sure you put it in the right spot. Otherwise, the flex fuel is not going to go as smoothly as we all hoped. We had watched some videos, and everybody had pulled out a gray tab. Well, the one that we counted as the right one had like a solid black plastic and wasn't something that you could just remove. And that actually you need to pop out so that that line can get plugged into that spot. We just moved it forward one space and then removed that tab and plugged it in there. And obviously that didn't work. It has to go in that one spot. So just when you're installing, if you have a newer Camaro, make sure you just pop that black tab out, and then that's the spot. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.